mute them one at a time. So please, let's mute our mic.
When I was lonely, you were with me. When I was silent, you spoke up for me. When I gave up, you gave me strength to stay. When I faltered, you cheered me on. When I doubted, you believed in me. I was lost before you showed the way. And I'll always remember the things that you said. And I followed my dreams where they led. It was you. You are the reason I'm here today. I followed my heart just like you. You changed my life and I want to say my world is much brighter. You believed in me and told me every day you were at.
Hello everyone. So today we are in a new round of presentation.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Michal. I guess your voice is not audible. Yeah.
Sorry, is not
Yeah.
audible.
Yeah, it was not audible earlier. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, now do you hear me all?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
okay. So let's start again. Hello everyone. I'm Harrison from Romania. I'm the co-host of this new session of Sharing is Caring, and welcome everyone. The main host of this is
Okay.
Dr. Ushelin Okpala, who is the Principal Education Officer from Federal Ministry of Education, Nigeria. She's the founder and also the CEO of 21st Digi Skills Nigeria. It's an interesting organization, and let's try today to learn something new from each other.
Okay. Thank you so much, my co-host, for that wonderful intro. Sorry, I'm having technical glitches here. I'm freezing up, but I believe it's going to be my network is going to be better soon. Okay. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're joining us from. Just like he said, Uche Linda is my name. I'm a founder 24 Digi Skills, and I'm your host today. All right. And before we proceed, I would like to welcome my co-host, Emmy Head. Alexandru from Romania. He's a student, a computer science student from the University Politica Bucharest, Romania. He's a multiple medalist in social and environment, and he has a very interesting hobby, which is traveling and sustainability. So before we proceed, I would like to welcome the other panelists. I'm going to welcome Professor Dr. Humasha, all the way from Pakistan. Thank you. I would like to welcome Pooja. Pooja, she's from India. Welcome on the show. This is first time actually you coming to our show. And Inga Shapides, all the way from Georgia. Welcome. And I would like to welcome our humble educator in our midst, Sampath, all the way from Sri Lanka, right? Thank you so much for coming on the show. And other panelists that are here to join us, I officially welcome them. We have Shafila, all the way from Afghanistan, and Archbishop David from India. I believe very soon they're having some technical glitches. They're going to join us later on. We're not going to wait for them uh, to be here before we proceed because time waits for no one. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm having some technical glitches here. I'm freezing up. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is please click on this live event, click to share so that other educators could join us as well. But before we proceed, there are some that have just joined tuning. We would like to officially welcome them. So we're going to go to social media to officially welcome those that are here. Okay. So please, my network is so slow. All right. I think it's not coming up. I'm going to use my mobile phone to work on those that just okay. Let's welcome those that are just joining us. All right, it has opened. So first of all, let's see the first person that's tuning. Okay, we have Lali. Oh, Tama. Wow. Tama, thank you so much, Tama, from Georgia. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for tuning in. I'm placing it on the screen, but it's not coming through because of my poor network. Thank you so much, Tama, for tuning in. We also have Professor Siu all the way from Iran. Yeah. Thank you so much, Professor Siu. And we have a Lali from Georgia, I think. Could you please tell us where you're tuning in from? I think that are based from Georgia. Tell us where you're tuning in so that I can address you properly, okay? We also have Sabiha Rahman, all the way from Bangladesh. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sabiha. We also have Sabiha Rahman. Wow, you're both, is it different people? This is from a YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We have someone that just tuned in, is in Arabic from Tunisia. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we have also Professor Rehia. They are the president and project director to Arab World. Thank you so much for your support and being here today. We also welcome Mohammed Tabet. Okay, you're tuning in all the way from Yemen. Thank you so much. Yemen, right? Oh, we have a Bandu from Romania. Oh my gosh. We have Moldova from Tajikistan. Wow, Tajikistan. It's different from Uzbekistan. Wow, thank you so much. We also have the president and project director, team, executive team Georgia, Dr. Nga Kashalava. Thank you so much for tuning in. And wow, we officially welcome everyone on board today. And today is going to be awesome because we have experts in our midst. Those are going to share their heart out on um, different topics, their experiences as regards to education, pandemic scenario. They're going to share about the SDG actions, their experiences, achievements, so many more. So it's never going to be a dull moment with all of us here today. Please just get a popcorn or whatever that, maybe a coffee, for you to enjoy this show. Okay, thank you, everyone. I don't know why my system is not okay. Thank you so much. I'm freezing up. It's because of my poor network. So I think we're going to get started with our business of the day. Okay, I'm going to call upon the all these panelists for today, starting from uh, the Archbishop. He's yet to join us. I'm going to call upon the next speaker. Please, once you get to the stage, all you need to do, just have 1 minute to introduce yourself. Okay, so I'm going to call upon uh, Professor Dr. Huma Shah, all the way from Pakistan. Could you please just 1 minute to introduce yourself before we proceed? The stage is all yours
Okay.
now. Can you hear me, Professor Huma?
Yeah, I am completely hear you. Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah,
Am I
I
audible?
think, yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Go
Thank.
ahead, please.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from my side, and assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Professor Dr. Huma Shah.
Wa salam.
Thank you. This is Professor Dr. Huma Shah, Managing Director of Global Trainer Academy, medical pathologist specialized in neurology, endocrinology, and pathophysiology. I am an international mental health trainer and consultant, academic consultant, published author, and have so many passionate other than this also. I'm so glad and happy, and I'm highly honored to be a part of 21st Century Skills Group, and highly privileged to Miss Uti from Nigeria, and the complete organizing team who organized such a beautiful platform and such a meaningful platform for all the listeners and the followers, for great inspiration, for the great motivation, and of course for gaining the self confidence as well. So I just wanted to wish all of you the very very best of your luck, and I'm so glad to be a part of this show today.
Okay.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. With this, I would like to call upon Sampath from Sri Lanka to introduce yourself. Please, 1 minute. You know, I see that the stage is all yours now. Sampath from Sri Lanka. Sampath, can you hear me? Could you please unmute yourself and introduce us? Unmute yourself now. The stage is all yours.
Please speak louder because we don't hear you.
Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Could you please
I
unmute
think
yourself? Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I think it's a problem about connection because here is available as unmute. It's about connection. Mr. Sampat, do you heard us?
He's having a
Okay.
technical glitch. I think I'm going to call another person. I'm going to call upon Pooja. Pooja, could you please spotlight her so that she can introduce herself?
Yeah.
Pooja from
Hi, hello
India.
everyone. Am I audible,
Please,
Dr.
are you
Ushe?
ready?
Am I
Unmute
audible?
yourself.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. You go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. So, greetings,
Yeah, go
everyone.
ahead.
My name is Pooja, as Dr. Ushe has already introduced me. I'm from India. By profession, I'm an educationist, and it's been almost 15 years that I'm in this profession. I do train my students for IELTS and Model United Nations conferences. And as I myself TED community member, so I believe in sharing ideas and perspectives at different speaking platforms. And of course, it's my honor to be on this wonderful platform, 21st Sdg Skills. I'm very thankful to the organizer of this platform. If I just talk about my sources of encouragement, All India Educator Forum, which is owned by Mr. Matthew, and certainly my own school. Both of them, they have pushed me a lot to trot upon this wonderful journey. So today I'm again looking forward to have a wonderful discussion with all of you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here. Together we can achieve.
Okay. I think the next one who can present is Miss Inga Chapide. Please, the stage is yours.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I am Inga Chapidze from Georgia. I am teacher of Russian language and literature. I teach at Vardia Public School and in Rodinoly Public School. I greet everyone. I am glad that I have given to the opportunity to present myself, and I am happy to be with you all. Thank you for this chance, Dea Inga Harchilava, who always stands by us and help us. And also a lot of thanks to organizer of the program, Dea Uche, for such a great opportunity. Thank you very much.
Th- th- thank you very much also. And I think we are all presented. So again, I think it's time to start the questions, right? So first of all, uh, the first one, it's wait a second, uh, Miss Prof. Dr. Huma Shah. Are you ready, Miss Huma Shah?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Okay, good to know. So, the first question is, what is the future of educational technology? And in your opinion, how will the education system change in coming 10 years? The stage is yours.
Hmm. Very nice question. Thank you so much for your question. I feel really glad to answer. Well, in my perspective, education is something boost your personality, and in the era which we are living in, I would say that in the future 70 to 80% of the student population will go for the online degree programs, and education will be truly globalized with the extreme communication skills and the extreme communication level. At the extreme level, the things will get globalized, and majority of the teachers who are going to the universities and colleges and the schools right now will got the jobs of administrators, moderators. The scoping of the education will be like, in my opinion, would be marketing, human resources, finance, and legal, and not to forget the IT professionalism as well. Very much important. And about the educational technology, the large part of the teaching tool will be digitalized. The large part of the teaching tools will be digitalized. I always said this into my speeches. Rather than using the mobile phones or the tablet or the laptop, in the coming 10 years, you will see that the different modifications we will see in the educational technology, rather than the different applications like we use normally, Canva and Word, and different applications we have through which the different students can make different projects as well. But yes, that's not all enough for the educational technology, in my opinion. But yes, in the coming 10 years, I would say that the complete era and the complete universe and the industry of education will be completely globalized. And also, we are suffering from different goals, and we have targeted, stated from the UN as well, that we have the different target. We have to, we have the intended targeted. We have to achieve till 2030, and in the upcoming 10 years we will get into the 2030. And when we are talking about sustainable development goals, we have a lot of goals in the target. We have around 169 targets regarding all over the goals, but specifically if I simplify the educational goal and the teaching goals, equality goals, so we can see that in my perspective, that the complete education system will be modified and completely globalized, digitally globalized. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. An interesting speech. Thank you for your sharing, and it was so interesting. Also, the people have the same opinion. For example, look, Katevan Sharikeze, good luck. I wish you fruit activities. Now, I welcome you next. The next speaker is Miss Inga Chapice. Please, are you ready?
Yes, okay. I
Okay,
already.
the first question is, how do you make children love reading books?
Yes.
Okay, and
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forget to mention
Thank
it.
you.
2 minutes per question. Okay,
Yes, thank you.
your
Thank
stage
you.
is yours.
Teacher, as well as parents and families, have a great role in the process. The teacher must select the literature correctly, especially in the elementary grades when it is an example for the child. As for the parents, they can be said to play a crucial role because if they themselves cannot ensure that the child is interested in the book, the teacher should not interfere. By obstruction, I mean the method of punishment when the main lever is the book. For example, reading a book in exchange for fulfilling a fish, etc. Any billing causes a backlash and thus may cause aggression in the child. It will be very good if the parents will be an example for the child in reading a book and if they want to see the child. we will still sit at home with a book in her hand. When a child often sees his our parents in this situation, it is a normal occurrence for him, and it is a case. It is much easier for the teacher to reach the final result. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Until now, all the speeches, all the discussions were so interesting, and I like the originality in your speech. Also, let's check what are in the comments. Okay, Sampan, good luck. And also, we have a good feedback from the audience. Good sessions from Really Hedia. Now, the next speaker is uh, Miss Poya. Do you heard us? Are you ready for the first question? Miss Poja, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. And now the first question. How does the teaching profession contribute to sharing, caring, and caring?
Oh, how
Two
I guess
minutes.
this is one of the question which every teacher need to know the answer for this. Of course, every teacher puts every best effort to enhance all the skills in children. But if we talk about that, how teaching profession it is contributing nowadays and sharing and caring when simultaneously we have lot many other challenges. Certainly, yes, it helps to make any person empathic when we teach our children that how to be sharing, how to have sharing and caring. It actually teach them that how they can be empathic too, and the person starts to care about others unconditionally. A good teacher should be very strong communicator as well. Should listen first the students, should focus on collaboration, or we can say should have adaptable attitude too, because it's very important for every teacher to be engaging first into the classroom. And sharing and caring comes at another level. If a teacher is possessing all these collective virtues in him or her, of course that sharing and caring will happen. And patience is one of the best virtue which I guess every teacher should possess. And if I just talk about other, two, three more things, I would really say that a teacher who teaches the children that how to share and care the things, that teacher needs to set an example first herself. The teacher needs to know that what ideal she is becoming in front of the teacher. On one side, if she is scolding to students in very unprofessional way, and other side she's teaching that she needs to be the children needs to be cared enough. So these are two contradictory situations. So I guess of course every teacher need to develop lot many virtues before teaching any sharing and caring attitude towards students. That's all for now.
Okay. Wow. Another interesting speech, and thank you that you talk about your experience. Also, if we check the audience, we have good feedback still, like very interesting. And yeah, also another interesting answer, great answer. Now, the next speaker is Mr. Sampat Navara. Do you heard us, sir? Okay. Um, do you hear me? You are non-audible. Uh, okay. I thought that is another technical problem. So let's go. We are waiting for the next lesson. And now let's try
Hello,
with
can you
the.
hear me?
Yes, I heard you. I heard you.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I've freezed again. My network is just messing up since yesterday. Please bear with us. Yeah, I think you can hear me now. Please, I don't know, Sampat, can you hear me? Hello, Sampat, can you hear me? He freezed. Okay, he's not muted, but we can't hear what he's saying.
I think it's
Sampat,
about
can you hear
connection.
me? We can hear you, Sampath.
Okay, we don't heard Mr. Sampat. I propose to go to the next question until he will fix the problem.
Okay, I think that's okay. I think let me call upon Dr. Professor Dr. Huma to continue. Come on the stage. Could you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
And now the second
Okay,
question.
you can hear me, right? I'm so sorry. Let me apologize once again. My network is not stable; it's fluctuating. So, the stage and mic is all yours. Could you please share with us how or even at all at large the mic and stage is all yours now.
Okay. Actually, I cannot hear properly, Uche. Could anyone please repeat the question?
Okay, the question was, how was technological affecting education positively?
Okay, now I got it. Thank you so much for your question. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Okay, so that's so that's a very great question. And recently, we are engaging with the technology, like some of our panelists facing the failure of technology in such a way that we cannot hear him properly. And beautiful answer regarding the teachers and education and sharing by Miss Pooja. So I would like to say about the answer is that how has technology affected education positively? So that's mean that we have to impact positive impact in front of the answer. So using technology in the classrooms has the potential to create the students motivated with the social interaction, student learning, as well as the engagement with the positive outcome. It's very much important, first of all. And also the researchers have shown and the many studies have shown that the advantages of using technology in the education is how much important is just to boost yourself. The students and the teacher relationship is very much important in the technology as well. We always neglect these 2 points, that the teacher student relationship and the technology education relationship are two different points. But in my perspective, that's not two different points. They always engage with each other and will run with a mutual understanding and with a strong bonding as well. So it has affected positively as continuing advancement technology change all the ways to the individual life and work as well. Moreover, teachers of today as well have the many opportunities to use the technology, increasing in the way of teaching and learning to the students. As well as when we were the students, we don't have such opportunities and we don't have such technologies to use to make up our projects, to build up our assignments, and to submit it to the teachers. As well as the teacher didn't have so much technology or any applications or any criteria or the syllabus to build up in a form of technology. Everything was written. The use of copy, register, pen, and pencil were very much engaged when we just moved back towards 7 to 8 years, not more than 7 to 8, only 7 to 8 years. But yes, the technology affected education very much positively because for students as well as the teachers as well, because teachers are gaining experience, learning experience, getting so much motivation internationally with the social work, as well as we have so many interesting teachers right now, the listeners and the followers. as well as students as well. They can make their assignments easily, they can submit their projects easily, they can do everything captionally and in a very interesting way. So that's my perspective, that the teachers and students both are affected with the technology in a positive way.
Thank you very much for your opinion and also for sharing your personal experience. Now let's try with the next participant, Miss Inga Chapice. Sorry if I make a mistake with the pronounce of the names. And now
Yes.
the second question. So, could you please share some specific steps we need to take to make children love books? The stage is yours.
Mhm. Yes, thank you very much. Every age has its own reading book. When a child chooses any book, the teacher should not criticize it. Support for the initiative is necessary, and also it is essential that the teacher must have read the relevant contemporary literature of all ages, as well as he or she must be ready to help the students. Also, motivation is necessary before the teacher offers the child to read specific book. He should first inform the student about the information about him and deepen his motivation to read this or that work. It is also important to distinguish between what we offer boys and girls in order for the book to be interesting and appealing to them. Reading lessons, which have already become mandatory in schools, play a very positive role in the process. The more daring and informal the teacher conducts these lessons, the better the outcome. The format can be sitting in a circle with children or going out in nature, changing the environment, etc.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Uh,
Thank
I
you.
like your perspective about how to make children to love the books. Thank you also for me. I have new perspective about to take again my child books to read again. And now uh, the next participant, Miss Poja, are you ready?
Yes, yes, for sure, please.
Okay, so the next question is, if we talk about tech integration, how is it scaling the knowledge height in professions?
Oh,
Please.
that's a great question. But before answering this, I would certainly add one thing. It's very important for every teacher, I would say, in this teaching profession, if I talk about it. It's very important for every teacher to, have that ability which can put the power of learning into the hands of the learners. Because unless and until teacher is not skillful, the teacher will not be able to affect the minds of the learners. So that implementation of skills in oneself is more important. And if I just talk about tech integration into this, of course technology is everywhere, as like my one of the co-panelists, she also said it. So it's everywhere. We can see, programming languages, digital marketing, website or social media experiences. We could see industry specific softwares, which is everywhere. Data management is one of the things which every child wants to explore more and more. And of course technology is one of the things which is providing the students very easy access of the information. It is certainly accelerating the learning part too, developing their fun opportunities as well, where they can practice more and they can learn more, and it is smoothing their difficult concepts as well. So of course, yes, it is fostering into the depths of the learning, so it's very important. And one more thing I would like to add, that technology should be, used in such a way which should, it should be, trained. We need to train our children that what is wrong and what is right, which is not happening actually. And when we train our children consecutively with, telling them right and wrong difference, of course only then it will come out in the best way. The technology is one of the things which is providing lot many different learning styles to them, but how they are taking it up, that matters for it. So the technology integration and education system, it is certainly very very important, but the need is that how we intake it and how a teacher or an educator is imparting that knowledge to them. I hope it answered your question.
Thank you very much. Also, today the technology develop a lot, and it's so important to digitalize a lot of project in our vision to help us, and not to take the digitalize to conquer us, something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. It's, it's increasing the accessibility of education nowadays. And every person, they are just wanting that if we cannot go into offline studies, we can go for online education. And if it is a facilitation for, it's a facility for everybody, they need to know that how to grab it. It should not be unavailed, and as well as it should not be misused too.
Yeah, it's very true. This. Yep. Now I saw Dr. Ushe connected back. Do you heard us, Dr. Ushe? Okay. Until the others will be connected, let's check another comment. Uh, so, Mr. Akadikari, thank your opinions, ladies. And another said it's a great show until now. Thank you for your opinions. And now let's try to move forward.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now we heard
You
you.
freezed up again. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
we
can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. I heard you, for example.
Okay, you heard me. Okay, that's
All
stop.
right.
My network has just been kicking me out.
All right. I think we should go to the third session of questions. So, uh, Dr. Huma, are you ready for the last question?
Yes, I'm ready. Ready.
So, how SDGs will impact development and why are they important?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. Thank you so much. Okay, so it seemed a bad internet connection between among us. Anyhow, no problem. Okay, so the question is that why sustainable development goals, how sustainable development goals will impact development and why are they important. So the most important part of taking out the question is that why they are important, as I discussed in my question one as well, answer number one as well about SDG goals. So basically there are 17 SDG goals, which has intended to target in the 2030 agenda. As we all know, all the global educationists very well know about what are SDG goals, but they are important because they will determine the future direction of the development. Basically, this is why they organized, because they will definitely going to determine our future direction for every profession, like for teachers, for students, for doctors, for humanity, for environmentalist, and every profession will have some sorts of direction according to these SDG goals. So several opportunities will be, first of all, will be open for the under the influence of national and international level as well. After we targeted these goals, several opportunities will definitely come on the door of every student, especially the coming generation and the recent generation which are studying right now. Basically, SDG goals has 169 targets coming with a very broad range of sustainable development issues, from ending poverty, hunger, especially when we are talking about the peace. Because this is not a word, peace, this is actually the need of a time. As we are such a need of, when we are talking about the climate change, when we are talking about the global warming, when we are talking about the environmental development. So how can we forget about the peace, because everything is possible only because of peace. If we don't target it, and if we don't achieve the world peace or universal peace, we cannot achieve any goal. Either we are talking about the SDG goals, either we are talking about our personal goals or the professional goals. I really don't think, but highlighting the SDG goals, I must say that they are important because we can fight. This is also the one main heading of SDG, that reduced inequality among and within the countries. And this is how we can reduce the inequalities among and within the countries, to resolve so many problems, different wars, because we cannot prevent the war alone. We cannot prevent the global warming alone. We cannot do anything alone. We can do only with the mutual understanding and the strong bonding. And the major aim is to resolve the social, economic, ecologic, and environmental problems, with mostly affected the world's poorest people as well, that we cannot underestimate and neglect that poor population of the world to complete the targeted issue. So I think that this is the most important target we have to achieve till 2030. And hopefully, by the engagement of the global educationists and the global forums and the platforms such as 21st Digi Skills platforms, we will definitely achieve our goals in our respective role and in our respective way as well. So that's my perspective. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A lot of interesting points in this speech, and it's interesting with Agenda 2030. We are in 2022. There are 8 years, and it will be interesting how we'll develop and if we'll achieve the main points. Thank you very much. And now let's go to the next participant, uh, Miss Inga Chapide, with the
Yes, thank
next question. Wait a second. So, how could listening to activities facilitate language learning?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Each student in the foreign language lesson mostly listens. He listens to a classmate or a teacher. Also, in general, a lot of time is devoted to listening the student. Often face many difficulties while listening to the speech of the language trained and cannot or does not understand what is being said. The reason is often that he does not have a properly trained ear. The students may become tense when listening to speech what is unusual for him or her, which is also now to interfere with comprehension of the listening material. Reducing overcoming this threshold seems impossible. Only thought the text heard in the lesson. As little time during the week is devoted to listening to next, read by the language train. In order for the student to get used to listen to a foreign language and to perceive the listening material without tension or with less tension. It is necessary to practice the air regularly. So I ask the students to listen to different types of listening material at home and check if they have completed the task. The type of assignment may also be called listening homework in or independent listening assignment. Before we start the regular listening, I will first example to the students in an interactive mini lecture why it is useful to do listening task, give relevant example for the benefits first from my practice, and then advise when to listen to the language speakers, lecture, monologues, etc. daily. TV or radio show, movie, or English recording exercises. I set the listening plan and rules in collaboration with the students. Many children today listen to the language trainer themselves while participating in online games, watching movies or cartoons, but there are students who do not do this or do not do it regularly. What is why I often suggest students to do their homework. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your sharing
Thank you
an
too.
important message because also today it's a problem with this topic, not only for children, in my opinion, also for adults. It can be a problem because, okay, we develop technology, but also I think the language is a key to be in a good environment with others. Thank you very much. And
Thank you so much.
Doctor, thank you also. Dr. Rushe, come back. Do you heard us? And also, Mr. Sampat, are you audible?
Yes.
All right,
Can I
thank
hear?
you. Yes, I
Yes.
heard you. Thank you
Hello,
that
can you
you
hear
fix
me?
your problem. Yes, also I heard you.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I heard you. So let's check again. Who heard me? Something like this. Uh,
Uh,
okay. Uh,
Okay.
let's let's try with Mr. Sampat, please.
yes.
Okay. So the
Yeah, I can
question,
hear. Yeah, I can hear you.
the question for Mr. Sampat. What
Yes.
are the future plans about your teaching?
So good evening from Sri Lanka,
Good evening.
and I'm very happy to hear this global meeting. And I'm the principal of International Language School, as well as working as the language teacher. And teaching is the great service, as you all know, and I love teaching because I love working with people and making them laugh, especially children. And I do want to build the children's life happily. And your question is, what are the future plans about your teaching? So I do teach for most of Sri Lankan students who comes from rural area, and I do want to build their happiness firstly with education. Education is the powerful weapon to build the world. And my future plans are, through the education, by the teaching, I do want to build their happiness. And so if I can give something than teaching to their life, I will definitely do them. And so I do want to build a library for reading, and everyone must be read. But in our area in Sri Lanka, at that time, in this time, most of people are not going to read. And as the teacher, as the principal, I do want to build a library, and I do want to give my students, it means I do want to give to the global area, and I do want to meet them, and I do want to send them to global to their achieve their goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Too.
much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to hear you. You have interesting goals. Good luck with this.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
also, I hope not only in your country and also in the others to achieve all of these interesting goals, because it's so important, because teaching can resolve us to have a glorious future, in my opinion, also. So now the next one is Miss Poja. Wait, are you available?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, and now one more question for you. Yeah. Okay, wait a second. Yeah. So, interesting question. What colors pandemic have painting on the canvas of teaching board of teachers?
Okay, what color? Can you just repeat your question? Your voice was
Okay,
breaking.
what colors pandemic has painted on the canvas of teaching board of teachers?
Okay, that's quite interesting. Before I tell you something, I would just give live example. As all of us, we were just wanting to hear Mr. Sampath. What happened? Just in because of this digital platform, there was a constraint, and we were not able to hear him. Right. So I guess this was the major problem, which was a constraint on the teaching canvas of teachers, which they actually faced during pandemic. Dear friends, I would really say this. A teacher's canvas is absolutely black and white. It's absolutely dull if there is no engagement of the students. And if students are engaged enough, only then that board is bright enough. Right? We have seen that, in pandemic, maybe many of the times we observed this thing that teachers, of course, if we just simply talk about teachers professional skill, it has upgraded them like anything. Teachers, they have explored them like anything. They have developed their skills, they have enhanced themselves, updated themselves in all spheres of digital world. There were many teachers who were not knowing even how to operate laptops or how to operate some digital devices sometimes, how to operate some digital channels. They are able to do so. So for them specifically, of course, it was an upgradation. But if we talk about specifically teaching part, it was actually a dreadful impact on child's education, I would rather say. Because you see, sitting into school with sitting into school, in in a classroom with the friends is a totally different thing when learning is happening. And sitting at home in the comfort is absolutely different because their daddies, grannies, voices are there, of course, cousins are there, TV is going on, chit chatting is going on, some neighborhood noises are there. So many things are happening at that place. So what is happening actually? The education is impacting the child's learning is impacting. And of course, my dear friends, the fallout from the pandemic, it has really threatened, it has really threatened the generation's prospects, of course, and it has constrained many of the opportunities far into adulthood. We could see many of the ripple effects also, which may, undermine the chances of attending colleges and universities. Many of the students were there who couldn't even go who couldn't even have any good experiences of going into offline colleges and universities. So this was an overall impact in teaching line, in teaching education, in education department, I would rather say. So there I would say that the canvas of teaching board is absolutely dull if the engagement has not happened. If it has happened in during the pandemic, because everywhere the scenario was different. In every school the scenario was different. Government school the scenario was different, and private school the scenario was different. So wheresoever the efforts were there, wheresoever the work hard was there, wheresoever the dedication of the teacher was there, there the canvas was bright enough, and where it was all lacking, there it was of course done. I hope my co-panelists they agree with me. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I heard you. Thank you for your perspective. Indeed, the
Thank
pandemic
you.
period, it was
That was
a
really wonderful question.
retrospective period, and also it was a good time to find a desirable future. And yes, we hope in the future will be better. Thank you again. And now,
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Ushe, are you available? Dr. Ushe, please. Unmute yourself and let's try. Please unmute yourself. We don't heard you. Unmute yourself. Don't forget to unmute yourself. So, until she will fix that technical problem, let's check another comments from our live platform. Uh, we have beautiful. We have also some congrats, and also best luck, best of luck to all. Thank you. And now the next is Mr. Sampat Navara. Do you
Yes.
heard? All
Yes.
right. So the next question is, why do you like your teaching job?
Yes. Again, good evening from Sri Lanka. And as I said to you, I love teaching because I do want to meet people, and they are children. meeting people and making them laugh is my goal in my life. So, right, I have lots of reason to tell you why I like teaching.
Yep.
So, if you are a teacher, right, you will get everything in your life by teaching. So, every day is the different way in your life. So, sharing our love and getting love, then right, we can earn a lot of things by teaching. I think it's my personal opinion. Teacher is the creator of this world. And as you know, all the people who live in the world, they must and they respect their teachers, and people do it. We have to appreciate that. And so by teaching, right, no words to tell you, I will earn many things in my life. My life is the way of joy. Through that, from that, I will earn many things from teaching. And teaching is the good way to relax in our life. But teacher is the hard working person. But doing that, we can earn, we can get many things. That's why I do like teaching. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Powerful speech with a lot of passion. I feeling that emotions. And congratulations. It's very important to work with love. And good luck in the future
Thank you.
to be better than perfect from today. Yeah. Thank you very much. Until Dr. Ushe will come, let's check another comments. So, let's check. Congratulations from Adela Vala. Also from Amra Imsirogic. Sorry if I spell wrong. Congratulations. Also, in my opinion, all of us were so brave to share your opinions, to share from your experiences, and I hope in the future will be glorious as well, like today. Yeah. I received a message from Dr. Usha that she has still a problem with connection, but maybe now he can talk with us. Dr. Usha, do you heard us?
Add me to the screen.
Yeah, we heard you. Yeah. Now we are still waiting the Dr. Usha.
What kind of rubbish is this? Can you hear
We
me?
heard you. We heard you now. Yes, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. All right. I'm so sorry, honest. I've been battling seriously with this connection. Actually, it's the poor network that has muted me. Not me. I tried to unmute there, but it couldn't let me. It's the poor network. I've been going off and on. I'm so sorry about that. Honestly, I don't even know since yesterday that this started. It wasn't like this though. I was for over 1 month. I've not been in my base. Now that I've returned, it has been off and on. I'm so sorry. I apologize once again. That's exactly what happened yesterday. I really want to appreciate all the panelists for today. Even some two of our panelists that are here to join us uh, today because of these technical glitches. I'm not the only one experiencing that. I really want to apologize. I don't, I don't really know. This network issue is beyond my power. Honestly, I didn't focus because I've been off and on, but I really want to appreciate all the great, eminent panelists that share their heart out in different areas, especially most educators here. Thank you so much for the commendable work you're doing in your community, in your school, not just only your school, but world at large. Thank you so much. Most especially teachers, we are change makers, we are painters, we are transformers, we are nation builders. We lead and others follow. We are doing a lot to the community. We are building the future generations. So I commend every one of us that we should keep up the good work we are doing, okay? Because we are building a sustainable ecosystem of do, and we should not give up, okay? Even at the bad moments, challenges that we are facing. Look at what has been happening since today. I've been trying to get connected, but I've been kicking the network. Poor network has been kicking me off and on. Honestly, I barely understand what happened here today, but it's okay. Now that we've come to the end of the show, I believe by next week it's not going to be like that. Oh, on Saturday, please, I really want to appreciate all of you, those that the speakers, I mean the panelists for today. Thank you so much, Professor Puma. Thank you so much, my co-host. He really tried. You cover my ass, cover my. Honestly, you really bridge the gap. Had it been that I'm the only one here today, I don't know what could have happened. But thank you so much for your efforts. All right, he's a student, and you are honestly doing so much more. You've already attempted you've attempted so well for yourself. So well for yourself. Sorry, I'm hearing myself. His network. I don't know where the echo is coming from. I thank you so much, Professor Huma. And some parts you experienced technical glitches before. I know you fixed it. Thank you. And Poja, thank you so much. I love what you're doing, your foundation. And together we can actually achieve more because we are here to coexist with one another, to learn with and from each other, to help each other, to be each other's keeper. We are no, we are in no competition with anyone. We are all here to make a world a good place for all of us to dwell in. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. Collaboration is one of the core value of 21st century learning. So we should come together to bridge the gap of digital divide by integrating 21st century skills and to learn from each other. Collaboration is very, very important. Thank you so much for being here today. And for those that join us, educators that join us across the globe, and I apologize once again. That's what happened yesterday. It's beyond my power and I couldn't help it. And thank God that I'm still talking to you. I'm still here. Honestly, I'm smiling now. All this while I have been so, it has been seriously awkward, if I may, if I may use that word. Thank you so much for your maximum support. We've been going off and on. Even two panelists that are here to join us because of that network as well. Thank you so much for your support, for always being here. Without you guys, there will be no 24 digit skills. There will be no sharing is caring. There will be no us today. So, one thing that I would like to say, when as educator, edu-thought leaders, and you're doing so well, you've accumulated so knowledge in this world. If you didn't share it with one another, Or why would you be holding it back out to yourself? It doesn't make sense. But when you share your knowledge, the nuggets of wisdom that God has bestowed on you, you are contributing a quarter to the society. A lot of people are going to learn from you because, as saying goes, experience is the best teacher. When you share your knowledge with one another, we are going to learn from it. That is why it's not good for us to hold back our yes, to hold back our valuable knowledge. Let's share. When you share, you care. That really shows that you care with one another. It doesn't really matter your background, your status, your level, your religion. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is we are here to learn with and from each other, and by so doing, we will be the ministry will be moving forward, as in don't mind me. So that is what is very, very important in this platform. We learn from each other, we share. Okay, when you share your knowledge, your experiences, whatever you're doing, we are going to learn a lot from it. Thank you so much for being on the show today. And for our amazing viewers, thank you so much. Those that joined us across multiple platforms, from YouTube handle. If you have never subscribed to our YouTube channel after now, please click on the notification bell to subscribe for our, to be notified when we have a new, when we are going to have a new event, or to follow up on our previous ones. You can preview the pre-recorded videos, event videos, and also like our Facebook page. Join us on this movement. 24DG Skills is a platform that is created to bridge the gap of digital divide, and again, to promote SDGs, especially SDG 4. So join us on this. It's a crowd call. Join us on this movement to at least come 2030, the United Nations Global Goal Agenda will be met with. So thank you so much. And before we go, I would like the panelists to give us their pattern shot. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with Professor Dr. Humasha. I'm still here. The stage and mic is all yours now. Uche is back. Wow. Okay, Professor Huma, could you please share, tell us, as in one or two pattern shots that you're leaving us with? Can you hear me? Am I still? Can you still hear me?
I can see you.
Yes, I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you.
Here,
Oh,
could anyone
all right.
could
Okay.
anyone please repeat? Sorry, dear Ochi, I cannot hear you properly. I'm sorry. Please repeat. Am I audible?
Okay, I said that you should tell us, share with us what you're leaving us with, your pattern shots. Okay, did you hear that? Your final words. Your
You
final
can,
words
can-
to us.
the final
Please.
words. We are in the end of the session, and everybody should say something in the final.
Yeah, now I got it. I'm so sorry.
Your
Actually,
final
his
words, your
voice.
pattern shots.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so very much. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for listening us. And secondly, I would like to thank all the co-panelists. All are great. The panelists from Georgia, from India, from Sri Lanka as well. And it's being a very great pleasure. And it's always being so kind to, I always like to follow 21st Digital Skills Group for a long time. And dear Uchi is so humble and a very good friend of mine. And I just really hope that I am looking forward to see in another program as well, such like this. And I just really hope that on the next time, technology will give us some sort of time frame to sort out all the problems. And good to know all of you. And my final words are for the listeners is for especially for the followers and listeners, then just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will get the confidence in yourself, as well as you will get your internal charm. And your internal charm is your soul. So just believe in yourself and just do whatever you want to do. And definitely, there is no failure. This is either something to learn or to achieve. There is no failure. So that's my final words to all my followers and the listeners. And I just really hope that my co-panelists and the organizers will agree with my this statement. Thank you so very much for giving me such a chance and a platform to speak in such an
All right.
international and
Thank you. Thank you.
platform.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Huma, for your final parting shots. And with this, I will call upon the next panelist to tell us her parting shots. Poja, the mic is all yours. Poja, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Dr. Ushe, I can hear you. I hope my
Hello,
voice
Poja,
is
can you
audible.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Thank you
Could
so
you
much,
please,
Dr.
yeah, we
Ushe.
would like to hear what you have for us as parting shots. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll try to connect what you are saying. I am just trying to connect with that.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm very thankful to Dr. Rishi and very thankful to Mr. Mihal too. Like both of them, they have really put their level best to put the show in the best manner, even after a lot many technical glitches. Hats off to both of you guys. The way you conducted, the way you connected with the people, the way you have presented everything, it was really amazing and it really needs a good appreciation. And if I just talk about my last words, my dear audience, from this very show, we could see that 21st Digi Skills, the title itself says that what is required at present scenario. Of course, the digital glitches will be there, but the solution should be find out. It's very easy to aspire for success, but the difficult thing is to dedicate for the same, to put some effort for the same. So keep on putting those efforts, keep on putting that dedication, that selfless journey, as Dr. Ushe and the co-host Mr. Mihal. I'm sorry for that. If I'm mispronouncing your name, Mr. Mihal. So both of them, as they are just going ahead in selfless journey, without any conditional way, without any conditional results, they are just going ahead and integrating so many things, imparting knowledge, connecting so many people, like far, far, far away from the all over the corners of the world. So it's the effort which they are putting up to develop the skills of the people, the listener, the followers, different professionals. So this is all the effort, the dedication which is being put up in every profession. So before you aspire, keep on dreaming, but do some work hard for the same as well. That's my last word. Thank you so much.
Thank you, too. Interesting final speech. Good luck in the future. And now let's try the final speech with Mr. Sampat, please. Sorry.
Yes, it's never been bought. I mean, teaching and this meeting. And thank you very much, the organizing committee, who have invited me to this global meeting. And I have got many things by you, and I have learned many things by you, and we have been sharing many things to the world, and it's never been bought. Teacher is the powerful weapon to build the world, and teacher is the powerful weapon to create the world. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, too. Also, you take a good point to teach and to learn from the others. I think it's a very important point indifferent by the ages. And now, from the last speakers, please, Miss Inga Chapide, are you available? Miss Inga? Okay, let's try to wait a little bit from Inga and also from Dr. Rushe. Uh, okay, we are still waiting. Until then, let's check some comments. Yes, somebody. No, let's check some comments. Many people say, for example, thank you, Lana Giorgace, congratulations to all. Also from Nada, congrats to all. And from, again, brilliant job. Thank you in my, thank you very much. Also, Amir Ahmed Salem said splendid. A lot of beautiful words. And also from Lana Giorgace, good luck to all. Thank you very much for these beautiful words from the comments. Also, thanks from the panelists. You made your homework so glorious. From me, you don't take 10 mark, you take 11 mark. And in the end, I say thank you. Also, I learned a lot today from all of you. Thank you very much to all. And also, as a news who are available, you can join us again on Saturday by 6 on Nigerian future conferences. So, good luck in all for a desirable future. Thank you. And wait a second, maybe Dr. Rushe try to connect to make a better finish than me. Okay. Dr. Rushe is with us. Wait a second. Yeah. Sorry for all this technical problem, for all this interruption. It's a big challenge for everyone to be in a good similarity with others. So now, Dr. Yushe, your stage is yours.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. It is what it is, you know. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you so much. I don't want to waste much of our time. I think our time is up. We have just a minute to go. Before we do that, just I'm happy that I'm back for me to just to say final words with you, or just to encourage us to continue what we have passion for, not what we are passionate about, to inspire others, try to motivate your diverse learners is very, very important. So we should not let our challenges get in the way of inculcating your tech, using edutech tools that will boost critical thinking, spark curiosity, empathy, and most importantly, for our diverse learners to have enthusiastic attitudes towards in the teaching and learning processes, and to have a technological drive. So thank you so much for all you do, and keep up the good work. Stay safe. And I would like to invite all of you to join us on Saturday by 6 p.m. Nigerian time. We are going to have a Bosnian. They're going to use their language. Of course, language is never going to be a barrier in towards the teaching and learning processes. So they're going to use diverse languages to drive learning across to their diverse learners. So we'll be having or hosting the Bosnian team. They're going to share their experiences on how they're using technology, especially when it comes to the
Dr. Rusha, you are again. Okay, you come back. Okay, so goodbye, everyone. It was a interesting experience. And if Dr. Rusha try to say one more thing, please unmute yourself. Yeah. So thank you very much, and goodbye to all.